Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Volt Inu. V-O-L-T. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below and hit that subscribe button. And while you're down there, I think the like button is right next to it. If you could tap that as well, I'd really appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. Volt Inu. Okay. I'm not really one to promote meme coins. I did talk about Dogecoin just a little bit, and I did buy some Doge recently after the big drop. Just a little bit, not too much, just because, I don't know, meme coins seem to make money. Anyway, so I was in a live stream a little while ago, and one of my viewers, I guess, was wanted me to look at Volt Inu, and so I took a peek. Then I went and looked at the project, and I decided to buy some, actually. So I thought I'd talk about it, and so I actually bought some. So he had first talked to me about it roughly right around here, and then it had this big move up, or maybe it was somewhere around here. I'm not really sure. But no, I think it was around here, because I didn't want to buy it at this point because I had figured, we already had a pretty decent run up. But then we had that big crash come in, and we came down, and we Volt Inu hit the 618, and so I bought, and also at the 50 EMA down here as well. And I'm on the daily time frame, and also the daily time frame RSI, because we were way up here, had reset and come down and held the 50 line. And I thought, well, okay, that seems like a decent time to buy in. And so I bought some there, and I didn't buy any just, on a whim. I actually went and looked at their website. And actually, before we do anything in the charts, let's go ahead and look at their website. Let's see if I can do that here. Here we go. So I went to Volt Inu's website, and again, I'm not a huge meme coin person, but one thing really stuck out to me that I found interesting, and I thought it was worth putting a little bit of money into. So Volt Inu claims to be a hyper-deflationary token. Okay, and I don't know if you know anything about supply and demand and deflationary assets and whatnot, but usually when you got a deflationary asset, right now, the tokenomics are, in my opinion, not the best, but as a deflationary asset, and as I read more about this project, it's just going to be burning. Look, it's so many 4% burn, 2% burn. It's going to be burning the token like crazy. And to me, that seems like a possibility of some price increases. Sure enough, since I bought it, the price has been rising. But I want to also warn some people. I was actually watching some videos on Volt Inu, and I appreciate everybody in the community and in the space. But I did want to warn some people, because I'm more of a realistic trader. And I know people get really hyped about their projects and stuff like that, and Volt Inu to the moon. But I just kind of wanted to be level-headed. VoltChange was announced just recently that within the next 2 weeks, and this was about a week ago, they said this, within the next 2 weeks, VoltChange was going to be launched. And VoltChange is this project's DEX, is what I've got from it anyways. So actually, I looked up, what is VoltChange? Well, it's a deflationary DEX swap. Okay, so then it's got a website here already, VoltChange.com. So then I went over here to VoltChange.com. And I didn't want to connect my wallet yet, but it looks like, I don't know if it's online or not. I guess if you connect your wallet, you'll see if it's online. It might be online, it might not. But they got the Ethereum and the Binance chain here, and it's just going to be a DEX. Somebody's going to have to correct me here, because I'm very new to Volt Inu, but I believe that it's going to be burning a lot of tokens, and I should just read through this again, but I'm just making this video. I want to do some charts here in a second, but I believe that Volt Inu is going to be burning tokens, which is what I think it's talking about here, for every swap that's made. And that to me just seems like there's a good chance for Volt Inu to go up. But I wanted to be more realistic. Let me go back to the charts here. I wanted to be more realistic because I think that this big pump here is due to the VoltChange about to launch. And I've got a feeling there's going to be a heavy crash with Volt Inu right after the launch. Now, I don't know that that's going to sustain the crash, that is. I believe that if it is truly deflationary and things work out and Volt Inu, their community seems to be very strong. The community gets behind it and pushes it. Who knows? Maybe Volt Inu can rise. I think Volt Inu, last time I checked, which was right around here, was at like a $70 million market cap. It's probably over 100 million now. 100 million market cap now. So, I mean, if we're over 100 million market cap and it does a 10x from here, I mean, that's still pretty good, obviously. But I kind of have a feeling that what we're going to see in the charts is after the DEX is released. Let me get my tools up here. After the DEX is released, whether or not let's say this is the high right here, I think we're going to drop right back down and find some support. Hopefully, I'm hoping right around here. Which is where we found some heavy resistance, some on the daily. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4 days of attempting to get above this, and then it had the massive crash, but that's also due to FTX. And then we had a big run-up. So, I mean, thanks to... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I can't remember who pointed out Volt to me, but you know who you are, and I appreciate it. I bought right down here, so I'm already, 115% up roughly. From my purchase. So appreciate that for getting me into that. But the other thing I wanted to look at here is it kind of looks like, unless things change, there's still time, but unless things change, we are going to be creating a higher high on the price and a lower high on the RSI, which is another thing that's kind of telling me, plus the trend directional is telling me that it looks like it might be rolling over here soon. So that's the other reason why I kind of think that once this DEX is released, Volt Inu is going to have a pretty decent correction. And whether that's just back down to here, which, I mean, I guess that's only like probably 20% or so, 23%. So it's not a huge correction. I mean, that 23% is pretty big, but possibly going down here and kind of dancing around a little bit, waiting for this 20 EMA and the 50 EMA to catch up. Is what it's going to be doing. Maybe it falls below that. Once you start seeing the price starting to fall below the 50, I'd start to get worried about the price action, that is, because there's really not much to this price action here. It's a fairly new coin, and so you had this massive run-up and then some correction, and it was a nice correction here, but you've got some price right here for support. You've got where I bought, as support. But there's really not much going on here. And if the price ends up breaking below, this price right here, do I dare with all these zeros? 0.000000004851, whatever that is. You break below that, look out below, really. And so just be cautious when you're in Volt Inu about this possible price divergence on the daily. And as well, when the DEX comes out, if that's just going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, which I kind of get the feeling it is going to be. Maybe you get a little bit more of a run. I was also looking at, so if we pull a Fibonacci from the top here down to the bottom, okay, and let's add some price targets here. So let's add in our 1618, our 1272, and then let's just go all the way up to the 4236. And I kind of want to take this off of the log scale. And so right now you can see that we were having some resistance here at the 1272. We finally broke above it, found it as support, and then we hit the 1618 right here and broke above that. So, likely next target would be, let's move this out of the way, would be probably the 2. And we're already almost there. And if we can get above that, you're looking at the 272. But in all honesty, the top of this run, whether this divergence plays out now or later or not at all, the top of this run, in my opinion, is going to be right up here at this 4236, which still has a lot of zeros in front of it. This is 0000029924. And right now, Volt Inu is moving. We're almost up 6% on the day, and it's continuing to break all these Fibonacci resistance levels. And so just watch out for where it's finally going to hit its massive resistance, kind of like right here. If you get 4 days in a row, you get 2, maybe 3 days in a row of hitting one of these Fibonacci levels, or we reach up to this 4236, expect a very big correction. Now, obviously, I do believe that a lot of people in the Volt army, I think is what they call themselves, they're in this for the long haul. So if you're in this for the long haul, then those are the times you're going to want to stack up. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to get at here. If you believe that Volt Inu is going to a penny, okay, which is, I mean, it's possible. The market cap would be low enough. I think you'd be in the billions, obviously, to get up to a penny. So, I mean, it's going to take quite a bit to get up to a penny, but it is possible. I don't think you're getting to $1. I can't imagine. I mean, that market cap would be absolutely astronomical. And so, just kind of keep an eye on these and if you're trying to top up on your Volt Inu, if you're in this for the long haul, expect a big pullback right around up here, and then you can probably buy back in. Follow your 20 EMA and follow your 50 EMA up, and then wait for it to pull back into the cloud here, and then you can top up on your Volt Inu, let it go up again, top up on your Volt Inu down in here. Don't just buy randomly. I mean, this thing's in an uptrend, so you have plenty of opportunity to buy decent pullbacks when it's in an uptrend. And the best way to do that, to buy these pullbacks, is to use your Fibonacci's. So on this ride up to what I believe is whatever this price is here, a bazillion zeros, 29924. I mean, my next stop would be putting my Fibonacci down here, pulling it to, let's say this is a top right here. And if this is a top, let's just say, okay, I'm going to expect this price to come back down to either the 382 here or down to the 618. Now, I actually don't think it's going to go to the 618. I think that if it were to pull back right now, because of all the support you have here, I do believe you'd come down, probably wick down to the support, just so you'd retest that support, and then you'd probably have a body candle close on the daily above the 382. So that'd be a nice place to top up on your Volt Inu there. But I just wanted to kind of throw this video out there because I did have somebody reach out to me asking me about it, and they didn't really have to do too much to convince me. I went to the Volt website and I was a little bit convinced myself that there was going to be a big move. And I figured, well, shoot, you got the VoltChange coming out, or I think that's what it's called. And then you've got, this hyped meme coin project, moving. And so, when it fell all the way down here, I thought, well, that's a perfect time to buy in with a little bit of money. And I'm kind of glad I did. So, thanks. Appreciate it. And so just pay attention to your levels. Make sure you're very careful, especially once you get up to here. And then if you're in it for the long haul, buy the dips. Thanks a lot. This is all I got for Volt Inu. If you got any questions about it, please leave the comments down below. If you like what you saw here, please subscribe to the channel. And just remember, I'm not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.